McCabe Millen. He'll take it, and he scores! McCabe Millen with the game winner! This player of the game, McCabe Millen, scores the winner. Had 3 goals tonight. There's a reason he is the #1 player in his class.
You wear glasses to school?
No, I always just sit up front, to be honest. Alright, honestly,
Just without it?
this is the last try and then I'm quitting.
Okay.
Finally got used to the long hair. I had short hair for so long growing up. I had no idea how to style any longer hair when I was first doing it in like, what was it, like COVID. It was after COVID. I had COVID hair going. I really grew it out for the season.
Yeah.
Because me and my boys did some mullets.
There you go.
But yeah, I kind of like it like this, where it's not crazy and works a little bit easier and is maybe a little bit more professional-ish looking,
Exactly.
instead of crazy long with shaved sides.
Yeah. So you're #1 in the nation. You know, you're headed to UVA. To a lot of people that don't know, your mom is also a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Her lacrosse career was great. What is it like growing up with 2 Hall of Fame parents?
It's really special, and I think it's really, really cool that I've been able to, play lacrosse and be around it for so long, especially when, they're the only husband and wife duo in the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame. So, being able to come from, lacrosse royalty like that is really cool to me. And I think I feel a little bit of extra responsibility to continue to play the game the right way and represent lacrosse the way it should be. I just care so much about the sport and, hoping to continue to see it grow and continue to get more and more guys playing. So the more I can, represent lacrosse as favorably as possible, and I just feel like I owe it to the sport as it's given so much to me. Now for the best and most important meal of the day, breakfast. I got the best cook in the world, my mother, who makes the best egg sandwich out there. So I always love starting off my day with an egg sandwich, and especially when it's home cooked. So you can see she's getting after it now. So
She's chefing up.
yeah, but this is always a breakfast spot. Sit over here, it's to say what's up to the dogs, and always start off the day right. So, but yeah, definitely gonna miss waking up in my own house and getting a little home cooked
I like
egg
that.
sangy.
What was McCabe like as a kid?
He was great. He was, I think the typical firstborn. He's a pleaser, kind of had a little showmanship to him early on. He was, if he ever hurt himself, he was always like, oh, look at how tough I am because I'm dealing with this. And then he'd think he was really cool or something like that. Just super sweet.
Yeah. The best beverage of them all is orange juice. It's such a staple in the Millen household. We got the homemade egg sandwich. Looks like a scrambled egg with some bacon and American cheese. Then we got some fruit here as well. We got some watermelon, blackberry, blueberry. I'm a big fruit guy. I always love crushing fruit, so it's always nice in the mornings. And then some vitamins and orange juice and an iced coffee that's almost done.
There you go.
So that's a
I like
breakfast
that.
to get going.
I like that. What was your upbringing like in the Millen household?
Very competitive. We're always kind of doing something, whether it was, wiffle ball out in the front yard or soccer in the house or, playing Wii and stuff like that. We were always, driven to try and be successful in things. And I think that's, comes from always being taught to be competitive. So that includes school and everything else. So I'm just always raised to try and do my best in things and try and succeed as much as possible.
As far as your experience, when you first got there, were you pretty nervous? Did you know a bunch of people or not?
No, I actually didn't really know many people at all. I was definitely a little intimidated because I went to St. Paul's all-boys school, and then next thing you know, you get thrust in with a new friend group and a weird year to go in, 8th grade, and girls, and it was just something totally new for me.
Yeah.
But obviously found my spot, and love my guys, and definitely gonna miss it a ton.
Yeah.
Love them.
Am I washed up yet shooting out here because I graduated? Always like to shoot with the arm pads on, try and get a little bit extra feel.
That's smart.
Yeah, I was always growing up. I wasn't really my dad wouldn't let me shoot outside or anything if I didn't have my helmet and gloves on. Because, you know, obviously you play with him in a game, so
Yeah.
why not practice with him? And then as I got older, I just kind of decided I wanted to add in the arm pads.
Tell us about your lacrosse journey.
It's been really fun so far, and I'm really thankful for what I've been able to experience thus far in lacrosse. And, you know, I started as long as I can remember, like just, you know, going out and learning from, you know, my dad, and, you know, we were playing rec ball as whenever I could. You know, we're always, you know, playing that and going out and shooting with each other. And, you know, then I started playing organized school ball in middle school at St. Paul's, and that was always a good time, but not too serious yet. And then the club scene was really starting to turn on, and that's when, you know, started building the rivalries with other club teams and stuff like that, which was always a good time. I've been able to do so much in lacrosse and meet so many amazing people and travel and, you know, learn so much about, you know, being a good lacrosse player, but also being a good athlete and a good person as well. So very grateful. Love getting these warmed up. Kind of take these a little bit slower to start. Getting both sides of the goal, righty, lefty.
I think one of the biggest things I've realized when talking to these kids that are #1 in the nation is they're so particular about how they play and how they replenish their body, how they work out, how they stretch. And just watching McCabe today as he shoots, man, this guy is so particular, man. Wants to shoot the right way, hit the corner the right way, and that's what really makes him the #1 kid in the nation. It's gonna be really cool to see this kid at the next level. You know, he prepares and he trains like he's in the PLL and he's not even in college yet. So for you, pressure of the last name, pressure of #1 in the nation, going to UVA, but the day-to-day is just a grind for you. What is your thought process with the younger generation about, you know, working out and grinding every day?
Yeah, I mean, #1 thing I'd say is, like, you know, everyone will see like the highlights, and everyone will see you sting a corner, and everyone will see like a celebration or like, you know, the big clip that makes it and goes viral. But like the stuff you don't see is like the everyday ins and outs. So like, you know, you're out here by yourself, there's no one else on the field, and you're just absolutely grinding and covering yourself in sweat. And
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is just like to not let yourself care about, you know, what, you know, everyone else does, like whether someone's scoring goals or whatever, and like just worry about yourself and be self-aware and know what you have to get better at, and just work hard to get after it.
What are you gonna remember most about this place?
It's a great question. I mean, there's no secret. I love this place, and I'm so grateful and so thankful for the time that I spent here. And, you know, I think the thing I'm gonna remember most is the friendships, like with all my guys and everyone who I've met along the way. And I'm gonna miss everyone here a lot. And, you know, obviously couldn't be more excited for the next chapter and going on and, you know, continuing to mature. But I know that, you know, I have some unbelievable memories with all the guys here and everyone here. So I'm definitely gonna miss the people here the most. And hey, this campus isn't half bad either. So
Yeah, exactly. So obviously you just finished up shooting. Where are we going now?
All right, so we are headed out to FX, physical therapy and gym. It's a great spot where I've been doing a bunch of my workout stuff for the last couple months, and hopefully go in and get some great like table work, get stretched out, get worked on a little bit, and then have a nice little workout.
So how long have you been going to this gym and working with this trainer?
A little while, actually. His name's Jared, and he actually helped me through my injury this spring.
Yeah.
As I was kind of going through my rehab process and trying to work on getting out of the boot and doing stuff like that, I was going into him a ton. He's done a really good job helping me out, and, you know, really focusing a lot on, like, you know, not the crazy strength stuff and just trying to, you know, squat as much as possible, but a lot of like the functional mobility stuff. So it's not all about, you know, how much you can squat and deadlift or whatever, but, you know, really being a functional athlete and being able to move, like, you know, how you need to move.
Exactly. Admire most about McCabe?
I'd say his work ethic. I think he's worked for every single little thing that he's had in his life. He's understood that, nothing's going to be given to him, regardless of who your parents are or, where you've come from. And I think he's kind of put that chip on his shoulder, and I think he's just worked his butt off for everything that he has. And I think he's going to continue to do that.
All right, no matter how hard this is, I'm blaming this on you guys.
Keep going. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Good, and pull up. Yep. And down.
Wow. She will pull.
Yeah.
Off. So try not to bounce.
Correct.
Yeah.
You guys.
Can I get 3 large cheesesteaks, please? Full. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, sour cream. Let me sour cream. You guys, a quick little room tour, show you guys around some of the big pieces. So, some of my favorite things is this little kind of drawing / painting from when I played on the USA development team when I was 15 years old. This is my senior banner up top that we had on the McDonough turf and McDonough Stadium that we had up for all of our seniors. So that one's obviously really special. This belt is from the NLF championship, obviously high school diploma.
McCabe Anthony Millen.
Yeah, I got a little Italian in me.
I got a little Italian in that. Yeah.
I had a bunch of these old posters from, this is summer of 2000. This is my dad and Casey Powell and John Gagliardi promoting Major League Lacrosse, which obviously isn't around anymore, but so much history here. And
How does it feel? Obviously, your dad was a huge Warrior guy, and you just recently got signed to be a part of the Warrior team, and you're now a Warrior athlete when you head down to Charlottesville. What does that mean to you?
It actually means a lot. I think there's so much of what I try and do in lacrosse comes from my dad, and my whole game itself really is derived from his game. So, to be able to kind of follow in his footsteps, and these posters I think are so cool. I mean, like, they just had such cool slogans back in the day, the means to dominate, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's really special for me to kind of be able to do something just like him and kind of represent Warrior the same way he did. So it definitely means a lot to me.
Awesome.
So,
sweet. What was McCabe like as a kid?
He was always a joyful, happy, super energetic young guy. Voracious reader as a kid, just loved to read. And then in sports, he just loved to play everything. We played everything in the yard, and we played baseball, and he played baseball and played soccer and basketball, and very excitable young man.
What are you most excited about heading down to UVA?
First of all, it was an opportunity to win championships. I mean, I have watched so many national championships. I've been at the Final Four for a ton of them, and just being in the stands and watching what it's like to reach that ultimate pinnacle in our sport is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and the fact that it's actually here is crazy. The opportunity to go out and compete for a national championship and try to win one is by far what I'm most excited about. Next I would say just continuing to learn and get better, and I've been very fortunate to be around some awesome coaches in my life, but being able to go and take the next step with some unbelievable coaches, and Coach Cassis and Coach Tiffany and all the other guys up at Virginia, like being able to learn from them, and especially like the upperclassmen, and just continue to improve like that, I think is probably another thing I'm really pumped about. This is where I kind of keep a bunch of my lacrosse, like any awards or stuff like that I've had over the years. And then obviously the most important one from 2022. So this is obviously so special to me, like, being able to, win an MIA championship in such a cool league and such a hard league. It means so much, and it was obviously a really tough road. So it's really, really cool. And hopefully you can be back soon. I'll have another one there.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I love that. Is that a quote right there from MJ? Is that something you talk to yourself about a ton?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely honestly, this I learned a lot about it during the Last Dance and COVID, and I kind of took the time to dive a lot more into MJ and learned a lot more about his life and everything that he stood for, and it was something that I kind of realized like during the COVID time, like it's really easy to be lazy and be upset and be sad that you can't play, you can't do this, you can't do whatever. And I kind of tried to take it, and instead of, you know, just accepting that it was just a time in my life, just tried to make it, you know, as beneficial as possible and do as much as I could with it.
Awesome.
So, yeah, probably the #1 chore around here, because I'm going through clothes all the time, is taking stuff out of the laundry room. Shout out Mom for folding my laundry. Yes, I know how to fold my laundry, I just don't want to do it yet because I'm doing it for the rest of my life. So this is a great life skill, knowing how to do your laundry, isn't it?
This is the closet right now. Well, what's our favorite T-shirt, or what's our favorite piece of clothing? You know, let's say you know you're going on a little date night. What are you rocking?
Date night. I need a date first. I think my style this summer, I'm rocking like a lot of polos recently. Shout out Matt Christmas. We did actually go and had a little shopping spree and picked out some stuff for the summer. So got a bunch of like these button downs I've been rocking. This has definitely been a fun item this summer. Yeah. Come on now, you know?
I like that.
So work on the style a little bit. But
why is it a Baltimore thing that people rock polos with athletic shorts?
You know, that's a great question. I don't know why, but I think it's such a cool look. Yeah, so all right, we're gonna intro little B Millie over here. He said he wanted to be in the video, so he's just gonna, you know, he said he wanted to hit a couple things real quick. Obviously, he's got the DiGiorno pizza rocking over here.
Oh,
so.
lay that slide. So we doing homework? I mean, what do we got?
College research.
Oh, there we go. What's your biggest pet peeve about your brother B?
He finds a way to complain about everything. It's not even always in the sense that he means it. He just wants to complain, and he wants the attention.
What's your biggest pet peeve of the game?
It's pissing on the toilet seat, bro. It's pissing on the damn toilet seat.
What's it like being the younger brother to McCabe?
It's great, honestly. He's always been great to me. He's always kind of, you know, led the way for me and kind of helped me through my younger years. So it's been awesome.
Can you give us a little room tour? I feel like, I mean, look, we got the trophy galore, we got the fat head on the wall. I mean, you got the room. Can you give us a little rundown?
Yeah. All right. Here we got our 2022 schedule.
Yep.
From our 2022 McDonough season. 2023 schedule. A little bit worse looking than the other one. And then we got pictures of me here. NLF championship, 8th grade.
Yep.
Got some heads laying around. That's a picture from about, I don't know, 6th grade. Pretty tiny.
Who's Amanda?
She's my girlfriend. So she likes to make me drawings, and I appreciate her making me this.
Awesome. So, you got anything to say to Amanda?
Not really, right now.
Let's say, you know, you're taking Amanda out on a nice date. Okay. What's a T-shirt? What are we rocking?
I like something like this. I like to go.
Little eyes on.
Yeah.
We'll just put it out. Best looking Millen.
Awesome.
All right, sweet. Well, thanks for the tour. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Next up, we're gonna do a little some chores here. Gonna vacuum up the family room. Got these 2 dogs over here. Come here, buddy. And these guys love to shed, so this is like a daily occurrence in the Millen household, is getting the vacuum going and trying to keep everything clean. So no one is safe from the vacuum, because these guys are always shedding. So. He just challenged me to a game of Wii, and just so you guys know, this is like my domain. Like the Wii is
the guy plays every day.
I dominate the Wii. So the fact that I was just challenged to a one-on-one is like mind-blowing to me. This is unfathomable.
And I'm still bad. I win. It's his domain. I'm still bad.
This is as high as the stakes are ever gonna get.
I don't have any practice.
We've had some pretty high-pressure lacrosse games. This is way more. So this is the real deal.
It's personal too.
Yeah.
Normally lacrosse games aren't personal, but this is personal.
Would use the wristband.
Yeah, of course I use a wristband.
Is it always like this?
It's gonna fly out of his hand.
How's it been being able to play with McCabe at McDonough?
It's definitely one of the most special things that I've ever been a part of. It's one thing to go to school with your friends every day and, you know, win championships with them, but to, you know, be like constantly with your brother, and then that carries on to the field too. Every single practice, every single lift, every single game, you're together, you're always doing stuff together. It's just different to do it with blood. And, you know, regardless of if we didn't win those 2 championships together in our 2 years, it would have been just as special just because of the memories we've been able to create together.
Last hole.
What was that?
Spin back, baby.
Oh my God, he's actually such. He put backspin.
Well, folks, it was a quick one here in the Millen household. Let's zoom in here, folks.
He just hit a personal record. Look at that.
I did hit a
Little
personal
sweat.
record. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, so I had a pretty good day so far. Gotten after a little bit. Now just kind of coming out to the course, head out on the range, just kind of chill out a little bit, decompress, hit a few balls, chip around a little bit. So definitely love to do that. And one of my favorite things to do is just come out on the range for a little while. So just kind of chill out, decompress a little bit, and have some fun.
Gotta see if I can get a girlfriend out of this, some UVA action.
Is this something you look forward to in your free time?
Absolutely. It's just such a fun summer activity, just being able to come out here and do something else that's not lacrosse related. And another important thing is making sure you're always having balance with yourself. And, it's going to be hard to go and work out really hard every day if you can't find something that you really just can enjoy doing and just not really have to think about it. So.
We're gonna leave that there. First ever McCabe Mitch Invitational. We're here at the lovely Hayfield. Some people compare it to the Masters. We have 3 shots, 3 putts each. First guy to make it wins. The loser has to do.
How about ice cream tonight?
Ice cream night. Loser has to pay for ice cream. I'm gonna let the young buck go first.
All right, here we go.
Hold it. First shot.
First shot.
First shot. Okay. All right, it's been a pleasure. McCabe Mitch Invitational inaugural. And what is the ice cream choice?
You know what?
Rainbow sprinkles with vanilla, or what are we feeling?
I'm a big strawberry guy.
Okay.
And I'll reveal my toppings at a later date.
Hey, you'll have to stay tuned. I think that's good too. It's like, even though dorms stink, you still want like that tradition.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's college experience. I don't know, it's just kind of.
Looks good.
Yeah. There we go.
Beat you in the golf.
Good.
Dad, you should have seen the absolute.
What, you're not having a soda for the first time ever? Is that because you're on camera?
That's just funny that you're chirping.
You should have seen the absolute smoke show that Brendan got in the golf today.
Can I have yours?
Really?
I mean,
No.
Thanks, Mom, for.
What are your overall thoughts as your firstborn heads down to Charlottesville?
I'm sure I'm going to be a little weepy because, that's kind of par for the course. But because I've spent a lot of my time being with them and raising them, staying at home and that sort of thing, there's not one thing that I've missed of either one of my boys. So I'm ready for this next chapter for him. So I'm actually more excited for him than I feel saddened by him leaving and it being different and all that stuff. I just can't wait to see him fly,
Thoughts on McCabe going to college? You got any tissues? I am super excited for him and unbelievably excited to watch the next level of college and college lacrosse and all that stuff, but I am dreading it. I'm counting down the days and I just like being around him and I like having him around. So I'm really excited for him and the process to get going, but I'm definitely, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for all of us here. Yeah, so this is Mrs. Millen's famous baked ziti. She'd have to tell you what's in it, but it's delicious. As you can see, Brendan likes it too. With his
I think he likes the salad more.
Yeah.
I'm eating this. Yeah. Is that a lot or is?
That's a pretty hefty portion there.
I can't even tell.
What are you gonna miss most when he travels down to Charlottesville?
Probably just his company. I've been with him every single day, basically for every single second of my life, as long as I can remember. We've just always been together, always been doing stuff, taking car rides together, working out together. So it's definitely gonna be tough just having him be away and being the only kid in the house. But I'm excited for him and I'm excited for what he's gonna do.
He goes into full care jump, anybody was expecting it.
Oh yeah, I was actually rewatching it the other day, and I saw all you guys, Tyler included, you're like, yeah, get in. All you guys just literally turned like.
Very good.
All right, boys. So I got a couple of the boys over. We're gonna play some pool, hang out in the basement real quick. This is Vengeance right here.
What's up, guys?
This is Jack Ladowski, a really good friend of mine. He's going to SMU next year, and here we got Sumner Baines going to Syracuse.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, these are the boys. So we're just gonna hang out and have some fun in the basement, and
Let's do it.
let's get after it.
All right.
Yes. I'm talking to my friends, who are working on, they're doing 15 different college applications and they're hoping to get into 2 or 3 schools. And, here I am with a pick and I'm trying to find why not to go to a school. So at the end of the day, I kind of made a decision initially to go to Duke based on a little bit more, lacrosse type stuff and some other things, and probably rushed a little bit. But then as I, was thinking about it a lot more, I just kind of thought that, lacrosse aside, like I thought for McCabe Millen the person and, the 4 years I'm going to live my life there, and I thought I'd probably be a little happier at Virginia.
Wow. The game. Wow. Wow.
That's how you win.
That's a good game.
Wow.
Shocker skills.
When Coach Tiffany reached out and I had an opportunity to, begin that recruiting process again with Virginia, I just thought that, this was the place where I'm going to be happier, and lacrosse is going to be unbelievable at each spot. I was so grateful to have that opportunity either way, but for me personally, it needed to be Virginia.
You go into your salad first?
Another thing with the head.
I mean, what?
No, you see, it's crazy. It's crazy because he's trying to make this a big deal. Like, I'm simply just eating my salad first.
But you have not had a salad.
Because look at this. I want to enjoy that.
Oh my gosh.